Inside Death Valley here in Clemson, South Carolina, Memorial Stadium. C.J. Spiller, one of the all-time great running backs in Clemson history, having his name put on the Ring of Honor forever. The crowd acknowledging him here today, and a wave from his former assistant coach, running back coach at Clemson. You see the emotion from C.J. as they are just moments away from unveiling his name along the Ring of Honor here at Memorial Stadium.
Ring of Honor.
Oh, what an awesome moment that was. C.J. Spiller having his name put up in the Ring of Honor. Chris Cotter and Mark Kurtzlick with you. You can hear the crowd behind us. They're pumped up for this game. Mark, I know you're pumped up to see this defense. They've got a defensive front here. They've always had great ones here, but you really love what you're seeing from this defense.
Yeah, I really do. And what's fun about this year, again, is watching the guys up front. They have a solid core of seniors at the defensive tackle position. DeMonte Capehart, Trey Williams, Peyton Page, and then the bookends with the youngsters, TJ Parker and Peter Woods. They are playing behind the offensive line of scrimmage, getting TFLs and completely clogging up the run on the inside. And that allows Wade Woodaz and Barrett Carter, the linebackers, to flow sideline to sideline making plays. This has been a very, very good defense for a long time, and this year is no different.
You can see the numbers near the top or at the top in the ACC in so many categories. Well, we saw Tony Elliott at the top, making a homecoming back here to Clemson, South Carolina this weekend. He's standing by with Coley Harvey.
Coach, you certainly bleed orange and blue for UVA today, but you spent so much time here at Clemson as a former player as well as an assistant coach. As you prepare for your first game as a head coach in this building, what are you feeling?
Oh man, it was a little bit of nostalgia, coming back before the game, but now I'm locked in, ready to go. Got to see C.J. Spiller get inducted into the Ring of Honor. That was pretty cool. But man, hey, we came here with an objective. We desire to walk out of here with a victory, and I got to be fully locked in with my team to help them achieve that.
Speaking of walking out here with a victory, you know what it takes to win on the biggest of stages, part of 2 national championships here. What mentality does your team need to get out of here with a win?
Man, you can't back down, man. And you got to match the energy, you got to match the physicality, you got to believe, right? You got to play with great effort, you got to sacrifice, you got to have the mental and physical toughness to play 4 quarters.
All right, thanks very much, Coach.
Well, Coach Elliott, who was an assistant here for a number of years, played, of course, from 99 to 2003, was a team captain, was a position coach when he first arrived at Clemson. Was that man right there, Dabo Swinney, was his wide receivers coach. And then, of course, he was offensive coordinator, running backs coach, and tight ends coach under Dabo before taking over the reins at Virginia. There's Cade Klubnik. He's really improved this year from last year. And the biggest thing, Mark, is taking care of the football.
Yeah, and he's really just calmed down his entire process. And when we're talking to the staff and we're talking to Dabo Swinney, just about how Cade Klubnik has done that. He's taken a deep breath before these plays. Let these plays develop downfield, not trying to force anything. Coach said he has kind of this naturally jittery, hyperactive personality. And so when he can kind of get in his groove, that's when he is the player he is. And talking to Dabo Swinney, I said, look, who are the best players on your team? And the first person he mentioned was his quarterback, Cade Klubnik.
Kobe Pace, you see him number 5 in white for Virginia, starting tailback, making a homecoming of sorts here as well. Began his career at Clemson before transferring to Virginia. We saw him on the field before the game warming up and saying hello to some old friends. But like Coach Elliott said, once they kick this thing off, it's all about trying to get the dub, and it isn't going to be easy here on the road. Clemson won the toss and deferred to the second half. That means Virginia will receive this opening kickoff. Robert Gunn III will kick it off for Clemson. Toe meets leather, and we are underway here at Memorial Stadium.